a cowboy party. Yeah, yeah. All right, Cowboy Nation, this is another episode, your brother from another mother, no other. I don't look like Danny Glover, but I keep it cool with you all as we begin to proceed to give you all what is needed today. We're going to talk a little bit about, Dak Prescott. We got to talk about him, right? We got to be able to put this thing in the right perspective. There's so many things that goes in my mind as it relates to him altogether, collectively speaking, but we got to look at it from these parameters of thoughts of minds, and we have to say to ourselves, okay, all right, it is what it is. So many people are looking at this thing from only a negative connotation. They look at it like Dak Prescott have not been playing for 4 years now with the Dallas Cowboys, and they only looking at it from one side of the angle, you see. And when I'm looking at this thing collectively from A to Z, we can say to ourselves, man, this Dallas Cowboys team, if we can put things in the right perspective, a lot of things can change. However, Jerry Wayne Jones, he got his mind already set up. Shout out to you, Kenny. Kenny, really appreciate you for tuning in. And Marcy, really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. One way or another, we're going to talk about this thing and we're going to get it going. I want to be able to play this thing first so you guys can bounce the information off from them, and then we can get things going in the right angles and the right perspective. And these,
no good. Unhappy.
Oh my goodness! Oh wow! That was the end of that excerpt there. I'm frustrated about this. They need to make some things happen. Let's look at this thing right quick, Cowboy Nation. This is Spoke Track. I'm gonna go over some of this stuff right quick. And you guys that follow the page, you guys know that I've been going over this for a minute right quick. The market is the market. That's just the reality of it. I wish I can lie to you guys, but the market is the market. Normally, in certain situations, especially when you have the stats involved, the market don't go down for you. And the market always rises because the projected salary cap increases as well. I think it's about 10 to 14%. So if you look at Dak Prescott collective 4-year salary, it was $2.7 million. 4 years. 4 years. That's how much money he made. $2.7 million. Okay, $383,000 signing bonus. And I do know that I get a gang of people that hate Dak Prescott, which is rightfully so. I think that if you don't like him, you hate him, and you just despise the way he play. But there's no way that if you can look at this thing from a collective view and say that we didn't get value out of this 4 years for $2.7 million outside of hatred. You can't explain that, you see, outside of hatred, because you got 4 years for $2.7 million of Dak Prescott play. And I just showed you guys a list earlier of all of the people that's on this list that made millions and millions of dollars. They make $2.7 million a month almost, you see. And I don't want to hear about the endorsement because these guys got endorsements as well, you see. But people will go back and forth and say, well, the market value for Dak is $20 million or $25 million. But all I can see is according to his stats and according to his gameplay, it's $33 million. 5 year, $165 million out of 4 years. $33 million is his average salary. That's what it should be. But people will go back and forth and say, well, he deserved to get paid only 25. He deserved to get paid only 10 million. I seen somebody put down, he deserved only $10. You are that hateful of Dak Prescott's skill set for these 4 years, thinking that he was going to be the fourth coming out of the 4th round, and you thought that he was going to walk on water? You thought that he was going to walk right into this situation and knew everything and know everything about football and take the Dallas Cowboys to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years? I want to have what you've been smoking. Matter of fact, I want to drink what you've been drinking. If you thought that Dak Prescott coming out of Mississippi State was going to be able to walk right into the Dallas Cowboys offense and demand and proceed to play on the levels of these guys. No, it don't happen that way, Cowboy Nation. And don't have me to pull up this guy, Russell Wilson, first 3 years or first 4 years. Dak Prescott is beating him and outleading and outperforming him. But here's the thing. People will say, hey, Russell Wilson won the Super Bowl. And I remind people that defense was legendary. That Marshawn Lynch was legendary. That coaching staff will run circles around Jason Garrett. And we expect, see, that's the problem with most Cowboys fans. Our expectations is just way too high. When you had Jason Garrett with Terrell Owens, he had Tony Romo at one time. He had multiple weapons out there. This offensive line haven't always been porous. But people will go back and say, oh, Tony Romo never had an offensive line. They let me know their level of knowledge of the game when they say that. Pull out how many Pro Bowlers they had in 2007. Pull out how many Pro Bowls they had in 2009. In 08 and all of that stuff. But people like to always be mad and upset about this stuff. And when we can look at the data, we can look at the historical data, and we can see that this kid been balling out for us. But it is what it is. It is what it is, Cowboy Nation. Let me know how you all feel. I'm going to read some of y'all comments. Man, and see how you all feel about Rain Dakota Prescott before I wrap this show up. I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank you all. And I always like to bring in objectivity. I love to hear objectivity because, yeah, he had DeMarco Murray. Y'all can go on and on about how many players that he had. JJ says, Law speaking facts. Really appreciate you. J Gene 88. Romo was slow off the blocks just like Dak. Yeah, that's true. Romo had combo Cowboys. Hey, that's true too, my guy J Form. Yeah, Candy, what's good with you? Romo fumbled the ball. I mean, here's the thing. Romo had to go through a development period as well. He had the glory to sit behind Sean Payton to teach him a few things and then to identify the football game with Bill Parcells. Think about it. We still reference Bill Parcells, but he only been with the Cowboys for 3 years, from 2003 to 2006. That wasn't long enough. I would go to my grave saying that if Bill Parcells were to be able to coach that 2007 football team, we at least went farther than what we made it to. Let that sink into your mental. But these boys want to feel like they accomplished something and go to Cabo trip, you say. Bill Parcells, they wish they had the opportunity to lead the country. Talking about they're going to lead the country to get some fresh breath air, whatever, fresh air, what have you, a breath of fresh air. No, that ain't going to happen. Dak 1 playoff win in 4 years. Not good. This is from Land Ends. How about that? You people want to bring up playoff wins, right? The craziest part about it, Carson Wentz got his bag and he don't even have a playoff win. Matter of fact, if you think about it, collectively speaking, let me pull my face up so you guys can see my thoughts and see me talk about this. It's strange to me that the team that put the Eagles out, Dak Prescott beat here, didn't he? Didn't he ran it in to the end zone, money zone, green zone on himself? Third and whatever. And one of those guys got paid last season and have not ever won a playoff game. Look at the win-loss ratio between Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz. Let's bring in the facts right quick. Brought up the stats. What Carson Wentz is doing better than Dak Prescott? Collectively speaking, I may say. 0 playoff wins. Lost to the team that Dak Prescott beat last year. Let that sink into your mental. But people go on and on and on. And they say, well, the Philadelphia Eagles had nobody to throw the ball to. A lie. Zach Ertz. What round was Zach Ertz drafted in? What type of tight end he is, right? Isn't he one of the top tier tight ends? Last I checked, last I heard, is that the Philadelphia Eagles had the best collective roster in the NFL before the start of the season. That's what the pundits were saying. But at the end of the day, they was on the couch watching football just like us. Man, oh man, oh man. I tell you what, give the Philadelphia Eagles Jason Garrett and give us their coach for 10 years. Let me know how that would turn out. Would the Eagles fans be still talking what they be talking about? Oh, my goodness, Cowboy Nation. Y'all ain't ready for this heat. Shout out to you, Kenny Tucker, man. Thank you for tuning in. Zach was drafted in the 3rd round. Yes. But shoot, that boy is balling, though. Zach Martin balling. Not Zach Martin, but Zach Ertz is balling. Balling. And I'm not trying to make a draft pick round define you. Because we already know that Jerry Rice was drafted in the 3rd round, right? Joe Montana, 4th round or something. What Joe Montana drafted in? 3rd or 4th, something like that. Tom Brady, 6th round. But what I'm saying is that kid can ball. Zach Ertz, don't sneeze on him. And anything, if you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, the craziest thing when Philadelphia Eagles fans come in here and they try to talk their limited knowledge of football, and I remind them that the year that they won the Super Bowl had nothing to do with them passing the rock. It was more so run, Eagles run. It wasn't nothing to do about creative passing. They ran the ball. They controlled the clock. They played good, solid defense. They played to the strength of their team. They took the ball away. They front four flew out to the ball. Turnovers and takeaways. They held the ball against the Patriots. But if you line the Patriots up, and it was the best out of 3 or the best out of 5, the Patriots would have won. But the Eagles, they figured it out. They said, hey, we're going to punch them in the mouth quick, hard, and hurry up. And it was a system. It had nothing to do with the quarterback play. That's why Foles got him a ring. And that's why Carson Wentz got a participation trophy. That's facts for you. The truth is the hardest pill to swallow. System. Oh, everybody's looking at the system right now for the 49ers. Those running backs are not better than Ezekiel Elliott. But they in a system. Buddy. And what I'm trying to lament here is that Dak Prescott is finna roll into a system with Mike McCarthy. Anytime he can elevate Steve Bono, Elvis Gerbach, Aaron Brooks, Brett Favre, he helped Brett Favre to have one of his best careers ever. because of the system he rolled out. Aaron Rodgers, he had to go through the situation. People are so fickle-minded that they look at it and say, well, you know, the reason why McCarthy won those games, went 15-1, 13-3, whatever, 10-6, won the Super Bowl or what have you, is because of Aaron Rodgers. But they fail to realize that he developed Aaron. Buddy, it's crazy, Cowboy Nation. All right, that's all the time that I have for this beautiful day. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this content. Let that friend, let that neighbor know where they want to go when they want to tune in to Dallas Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Go. Yeah. Yeah, let's go, Cowboy Nation. They say a prize fighter continue to fight even when they down. But I'm going to tell you guys, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, and make allowance for their doubting too. You can wait and not be tired by waiting, or lied about, don't deal in lies, or hate it and yet give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. Cowboy Nation, you have understood the true meaning of what it takes to be a leader. Cowboy Nation, that's the short version. Let's go. We out.